think that its key is learning to build your portfolio on personal projects or personal projects. And you can build your portfolio if you collaborate more. Maybe say, for example, collaborating on open source projects, data projects. A lot of times you have this training, whether it's outside the four walls of university, but you don't really know how to apply this learning, or you don't know how to apply this tool. So it's about, collaborating more on open source data project, collaborating with friends. You can also take on data science, for example, as freelancing or volunteering for data science work. Volunteering, for example, with NGOs or with small startups that are trying to understand why data is the new oil or why data is essential in their business.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Engatica's interview series. I'm your host, Engatica Live, and we're really glad to have you join us today. Today we have Amanda Obidike, data scientist and Tech Women 100 winner on the show. Welcome, Amanda.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much for having me on the call. Thank you.
Thank you. So before we move ahead, let me brief you a bit about Engatica interview series. So the Engatica interview series is a powerhouse of insights from industry experts and influencers from around the world, a platform that provides latest news on AI, automation, technologies that will help you grow your business. Come be a part of our community, learn, share, and grow with us. So Amanda, I have a couple of questions for you. What is the importance and how does business intelligence work?
Okay, thank you so much, Ashley, for this conversation. So in simple terms, business intelligence is a tool. It's a tool that businesses get to give business data, and this tool in turn presents it in a more user-friendly format. This format can be in the form of a report, a dashboard, or graph. So business intelligence like this, use the acronym BI, is a tool that enables businesses to access different kind of business users and access different types of data. This data can be in the question of how to determine your profitability, how to access new markets, etc. And these types of data are always past and historical trends. It could be data that you are getting from third parties on in-houses, structured data, semi-structured data, etc. So users can analyze these data on this information to get more insights into how their business is performing. So the process, let me just quickly run through what the process is like. So business intelligence, we typically rely on data warehouse. There's a data warehouse that we use for our baseline information. And this data warehouse aggregates this data from different multiple sources, bringing it into one central system to support business analytics and reporting. Data warehouses can include what we call OLAP, OLAP, which is the meaning for online analytical processing engine. So this OLAP supports multi-dimensional queries. For example, you may want to say, how is our present social media traction on Twitter and Instagram compared to last year? So there's a lot of comparison, and it's basically tilted to have better insights in determining who your target audiences are, how you can determine profitability, etc. So in summary, business intelligence gives organizations the ability to ask these questions in a very simple and modified manner, and gets the answer that they can understand. So instead of guessing your data, you can have a concrete indicator of what your business is telling you.
Wow, that's interesting. So could you highlight some best practices for business intelligence?
Oh, yes. Okay, so a lot of times we have these common mistakes, but I'll just share three. One best practice I usually would recommend, budding business intelligence analysts, is to use the right form of data visualization for your data. You need to be able to ask yourself first, what do I want to communicate with these insights? Your data visualization also have to show a connection between two or more variables. For example, you can use like a spider chart, a bubble chart, etc. So you need to access which category of visualization works best for your data. Sometimes I also advise people to play with the business intelligence tools and discover which visualization may make more sense in telling your story. Because a lot of times we just download this report, but there is no story, there is no compelling story behind the result. So it comes out so confusing or boring. Another practice I would advise is don't use too many colors. There are a lot of times you see infographics that are so busy with too many colors. It makes it very confusing and it doesn't really show a lot of authenticity. And that's why it's also tilted to prioritizing readability. So times where your reports should be more interactive, is static. Your infographic can be very, very interactive. It can be very readable. You don't really need a data professional to interpret this. You can send it to a layman and he understands it in clear terms. So one is using the right form of data visualization. Two, don't use too many colors. Three, prioritize readability. And four, simplify your infographic.
Wow, that's interesting. So, what is the difference between business intelligence and data analytics?
Oh, wow. Okay, so first thing, business intelligence involves the use of data to make, business decisions, but data analytics is more tree-centric, if I can use that word. Tree-centric in sense of data analytics is more descriptive, is predictive, and is prescriptive. So all descriptive analytics falls under the category of business intelligence, although we have some predictive analytics that also contributes to BI. But here's the thing, data analytics actually require a higher level of mathematical and a little of engineering expertise per se. Data analysts take these big data sets and apply algorithms. Now, these algorithms are used to organize and model them to the point where the data can be used for more forward-looking or predictive reports. So data analytics relies on algorithm, it relies on simulations and quantitative analysis. So we use this to also determine relationship between data that aren't obvious on the surface. But when you are using it to analyze this data that you don't see on the surface, that can't happen for BI. So data analytics is more comprehensive and more encompassing. Business intelligence also, we bolt it down to just determining your profits. But there are two key differences. One is used for insight and one is used for creating insight. So while business intelligence purpose is to support decision-making using actionable insights, data analytics' primary purpose is to convert and clean raw data into actionable insights that is used for many purposes, not just business intelligence. I hope that helps.
Yeah, that's really insightful. So, are there any other soundbites you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah, so this soundbite is for budding business intelligence enthusiasts or data analysts. So one thing that it's key is learning to build your portfolio on personal projects or personal projects. And you can build your portfolio if you collaborate more, maybe say, for example, collaborating on open source projects, data projects. A lot of times you have this training, whether it's outside the four walls of university, but you don't really know how to apply this learning, or you don't know how to apply this tool. So it's about collaborating more on open source data project, collaborating with friends. You can also take on data science, for example, as freelancing or volunteering for data science work. Volunteering, for example, with NGOs or with small startups that are trying to understand why data is the new oil or why data is essential in their business. Another soundbite is, but this one is for like younger ones, having to compete in hackathons and competitions that are, data science related. It's a way of immersing a lot of knowledge for yourself and doing a lot of collaboration and networking. You can't analyze this data alone. You need heads to come together. There are a lot of insight that you can get to draw from them that you don't even have in your project, but they can have that oversight. Then another one is solving practical problems and work on case studies and growing by teaching. Me, for example, yes, I was trained by the IBM on business intelligence, but I had to further grow and establish myself by going through a lot of engagements meaning providing pro bono services or volunteering for businesses, helping business owners who cannot afford this. Is a way of, growing myself, having that experience and capitalizing on all of this to, a bigger project. So I think it's something that we should start exploring in giving these services, because in the process of giving these services, people get to understand the worth that you bring in, and you can monetize it in mid-term and long-term. I hope that helps.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights with us. For more content, subscribe to Engati and tap the bell icon to access to exclusive content from thought leaders from around the globe. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you with the new expert soon.
Wow, thank you so much. I look forward to, connecting with you again. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you.